Guys, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Monday, and that means jazz. If you've been watching, gosh, we're up into the 190s right now. I think we're around 197 for episodes. So, episode 200 approaching really quickly. So, it's hard to believe. I mean, 200 episodes, can you imagine? And we haven't really gone back and done any more than one season or one episode per person. So, we've got quite a few different artists we've covered in the last year and 3 months. Anyways, today we said jazz, and we're going to look at some of the crooners. Today I'm looking at Rat Pack. I mean, these guys were the toast of the town in Vegas for years. We're talking Dean Martin, Sammy Davis, and of course Frank Sinatra. You may remember back, well, quite a while ago now. It was probably back in the winter or so when I did an episode on Dean Martin and covered one of my favorite albums of his, King of Cool, which really was great because they took a lot of Dean's work and meshed it in with some new people. We saw the same thing with Ray Charles and Count Basie Orchestra. After they passed away, they pulled out some of the tapes, brought in some other guests, and through the magic of recording and overdubbing, we've got a whole new album with a whole new group of performers. And that one was excellent. I can't remember the exact name of the album now. I was trying to find it, but if you go back on our episode on Dean Martin, there's a whole series on that one. So today we're looking at another couple of albums. My main was going to be Frank Sinatra, but when I was looking at discount bins, which you know I love, I found this one called the Rat Pack. 2 CD set. Classics from Frank, Dean, and Sammy. Now, not as many of the hits that you would expect. Some of them are pretty familiar, but it's not like a greatest hits album. It's a lot of songs that they've recorded, and what they've done is over the course of the 2 CDs, and we're talking 40 tunes, they split it up between the 3 performers. Just to give you some idea of what we're looking at on here, we got Sway by Dean Martin, Love and Marriage, Frank Sinatra, Hey There by Sammy Davis Jr., Man with the Golden Arm by Sammy Davis, Blue Heaven by Frank Sinatra, In Napoli by Dean Martin, Learning the Blues, Frank Sinatra, Young at Heart, Frank Sinatra, Love Me or Leave Me by Sammy Davis, The Naughty Lady of Shady Lane by Dean Martin. I mean, there's just some great tunes in here. They're excellent performers, and you've got the styles of all 3. And again, I found this in the discount bins, so it was, a few bucks. We got 40 tunes, 2 CD set. Worth checking out. Now, I know on the streaming networks there's probably lots of recordings of all of these performers. This is just one that was great for me because I got a chance to have all 3 of them on 2 CDs. So when I'm in the car, I can kind of get, a little bit of everybody. One that I wanted to feature today, and I found this one, I think it was in Starbucks, if you can imagine. When you're paying for your coffee, it's those impulse buys up the front, and it was there. And it's called Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon. Now, 1 CD, came with a nice gatefold in it here, booklet, enclosed. Let's see if I can get you a shot of the booklet. Some information about the recordings, some classic photos. Now, what I just can't see that for the thing, just about the different tunes. Not a lot of information about the performers. Now, one thing with Dean, trumpet players, I know Conrad Goslow was his go-to guy as the lead trumpet player. And Dick Nash, I see on some of the stuff playing trombone. I noticed one of the recordings that Geo Washington had covered just the other day. We had Bud Brisbois also on trumpet. These days, or the days of Sinatra's recording, they didn't really tell you much about the band. It was really about Frank Sinatra. The albums didn't have a lot of the details that I like to read about, who the producers were, engineers, where they recorded it, who all the performers were. It wasn't so important back then. But it's something I really enjoy reading now. Now this one, it was a greatest hits album. I've got this one CD. I've got a copy on my iPhone. I listen to it in the car a lot. When I go to Frank Sinatra, this is what I listen to. And to give you some idea, and these are all classics. I mean, Fly Me to the Moon, Summer Wind, How Insensitive, The Way You Look Tonight. It was a very good year. If You Go Away, All or Nothing at All. That's Life, Everything Happens to Me, Days of Wine and Roses, Stranger in the Night. I mean, these can't be bigger hits for Dean, or for Frank Sinatra. I Concentrate on You, September Song, My Way, Got You Under My Skin, and of course the theme from New York, New York. It is an excellent album. And again, I just happened on this. I don't even know if it's available in the, the regular, well, at that day, record stores or CD stores. I don't know if you can get hard copies or whether it's available streaming. It was a purchase that I got, and it's on Hear Music. Came from Starbucks, and this would have been, gosh, I'm going to say over 20 years ago I picked this up. But one of those finds that you never know where you're going to spot them. And again, it just had all the hits that I wanted to hear. It was really the best of Frank Sinatra. Now, it's hard to deny the impact these three performers had. Certainly, they all had their own unique style. But when you look at music over the 60s and 70s into the 80s, I mean, these guys were the epitome of what was going on. They were, like I say, they were the Toast of Las Vegas. They were the biggest names going. We got the Rat Pack. So if you get a chance, check them out. I mean, I certainly recommend Dean Martin. He's one of my favorites. The Frank Sinatra album, also a classic. And I don't have any Sammy Davis other than the Rat Pack album, but again, there's something worth checking out as well. So if you get a chance, any of those performers are a great way to spend the evening if you put them on, I'd say on the turntable, but I'm kind of dating myself there, aren't I? No, if you give them a listen. Okay, that's it for today. Rat Pack. Wednesday, we're back with a special album I just happened to find in my collection, Classic Rock, and it is one of the classics of classic rock. Hope to see you then. Till then, everybody take care. Thanks for stopping by.